And now we're going to talk about breathwork, breathing in general. So, of course, everybody knows breathing is so important for all of us, right? We come to this life, we take a first deep breath, and then we leave this world, we exhale our last breath. Breathing is the indicator of life. Whether you're a human, you're an animal, we need oxygen, right? So breath work is one of the most, I would say, most important modalities in ancient traditions when they used it for healing. In Kundalini yoga, in Tibetan yoga, every practitioners in ancient cultures used breath as a tool. So when we breathe, one of the most, I'd say, one of the very important features and benefits that you receive from breathing is you bring oxygen. And once you bring oxygen, you oxygenate your tissues, you oxygenate your body, you bring everything into your lungs, and then lungs bring all the way into your system, including your brain. So when the brain has a lot of oxygen, it's sharper, you're more focused, and you're opening up all these neurotransmitters, and then you become more positive, you're happier. So that's one action that breathing does to you, one of the benefits. The second benefit is it makes you alkaline. Alkaline state of human body is the healthiest state. It's the opposite to acidic state. So all the inflammatory processes, all the inflammatory diseases cannot survive in alkaline state. Cancer cannot survive in alkaline state. If you're battling with candida, if you're trying to balance your microbiome, those bad bacteria, they cannot survive in alkaline state. So alkalization of the body is very, very important. Also, in alkaline state, your brain works better. It produces, it builds the connection between two hemispheres, and the conductivity of the impulses between one hemisphere to another through corpus callosum is much faster. Well, what else is very important is we need to talk about sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system. So we know that nervous system consists of central nervous system, which is responsible for cognition, and we also have sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system that are responsible for internal organ function. So that system, you can feel it, but that system rules your organs, the function of your organs. Sympathetic nervous system is important when you are trying to be focused. Like, for example, if you are trying to be fast, sharp, focused, smart, this is your sympathetic nervous system when it's balanced. Parasympathetic nervous system is when you are more peaceful and collected and more calm. That is your parasympathetic nervous system when it's balanced. Now, sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system works in animal world and the human world. So, for example, when a deer walking around the woods and all of a sudden starts being chased by wolves or any other predators, the deer's sympathetic nervous system kicks in, and the deer becomes very fast, sharp, quick, knows where to run, how to run, and suppose it managed to run away, and it managed to get away from the predators, then it shakes it off, and then parasympathetic nervous system kicks in, and all of a sudden it's peaceful. it kind of lost this idea of shaking it off and being peaceful in our world, in the human world. Unfortunately, we forgot about it. So when we have stressful situation at the meeting, someone said something happened, we're trying to be sharp, we're trying to be quick, we start, and then finally you come home, and instead of just shaking off and let this parasympathetic flow into your body, not flowing, it's in there, but kicking into gear and relax you, we still go, oh my God, did you see what they say? Did you hear what they say? And you're just processing, and you're constantly running on this sympathetic nervous system. And as you're falling asleep, you're still having those feelings, and you're taking them into your sleep. And as a result, you're not really getting a good, healthy sleep. You're not reaching that delta deep sleep phase when your body is completely relaxed and resets itself. And as a result, you wake up, you still have that cortisol level running in your body, and then you start your day, and this nervous system is still running, so you just go back to work and go back to your routine and go back to the same drama, and then the snowball effect happens, and you just, that energy, the negative energy just keep growing, and you never get this parasympathetic gear to kick in and calm you down. And that is a very common state, unfortunately, today in our society, especially if you live in New York, which is always go, fast, I want it yesterday type of mentality. So, and that's why something like breath work would help us, because when you're breathing in a certain way and you know, using certain techniques, you're balancing those sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system. It's not about hyperstimulating one and downgrading the other. It's actually balancing it, because when your sympathetic is balanced, you're sharp and you're strong. When it's not balanced, you're inflammatory, you're all jittery and anxious and nervous. And the parasympathetic, when it's balanced, you peaceful, you calm. But when it's out of balance, you lazy, you are unmotivated. That's not good either. So balance is all about, the whole body is all about balance, and you just have to learn how to keep that balance. So now breath work, when you do certain techniques and you breathe certain way, you bring those two systems in a nice, beautiful balance. And now we have a dance, and now you feel peaceful. And also at the same time, if you need to be focused and concentrated, you can actually get that as well. So that is just a short explanation how breathwork works. In our office, we do conduct ceremonial breathworks, healing breathworks when you release your trauma. We can conduct different types of breathworks, but one of them is trauma release. There's also elemental breathwork. There's so many techniques that we could use. So I hope you guys will contact us and sign up with this beautiful ceremony and experience that. So far, we've been getting very good feedback from our patients who went through those ceremonies, and I hope you will join us one day. Thank you.